the fourth in a series of videos aimed at assisting APS members with how to apply for FIAP distinctions. In this tutorial, I will cover the completion of page B of the distinctions application form and the lodgement of page B. Page B is the legal document that must be read and signed as part of your distinctions application. There are two versions of page B. One is for adults and the other is for minors, that being applicants under the age of 18 as of the application closing date of the 28th of February. You only complete whichever one applies to you. Returning to the adult version here, as per previous tutorials, do not complete your details on the top of page B. The fields at the top of the page are coded to autofill your details when you fill in page A. So always fill in page A first. Also, if you need to amend your details, also do this on page A. If you are under the age of 18, then page B needs to be completed by a parent or guardian, and there are extra details that need to be typed in near the top of the page here. Page B is the only part of your application form that needs to be printed. 2 copies of this page are required. Type or handwrite the details of your location, that being the address where you are signing it, and the date that you are signing it at the bottom of this section here in one of the fields, and then print your forms and sign them. Remember, 2 copies and both must be signed. Please don't use a digital signature. That is unacceptable for legal purposes in this instance. In the case of minors, the form must be signed by the parent or guardian at the bottom of the page. It's not signed by the young applicant. The 2 signed copies of page B must be posted to the FIAP Liaison Officer in Australia. Please do not print and post any of the other pages from your application form. The complete form is lodged digitally, and this is done by the verifying officer who checks the results on your form and then emails that form to the FIAP Liaison Officer. The postal address to which you send page B will be in the FIAP Distinctions Notice in e-News. This notice will be in the November to February editions. It will also be in the email sent to you by the FIAP Liaison Officer. This email will be sent from October onwards, provided you have registered with them as you need to do. The signed pages must reach the FIAP Liaison Officer by the 28th of February closing date. Postage within Australia is very slow now, unless you are using Priority or Express Post. 6 to 8 business days is not uncommon for a standard interstate letter. If you are still finalising your application with a verifying officer in the final 2 weeks before the closing date, I would suggest that you get these 2 signed pages in the mail whilst completing other aspects of your application. This ensures the pages arrive in time without the need to pay for express post.